morning, Boosketeers. We're here at 6:01. We're here at the jury room because we want to see how the day goes. Because, yeah.
Morning.
There's already people waiting, so it's going to be good. Can you show people? Are we allowed to do that?
Hmm?
Are we allowed to show people?
We just did it.
We just did it. Yes, there's... So anyway, welcome for joining us. It's not been that many hours since we did Cocktales with Tiki King last night, and during the after show, you don't get to watch, which is probably a good idea.
Yeah, it's a very good idea.
We decided that we were talking about going to Frankie's and closing the place, but since they never close, that would have been a challenge, to say the least. So we decided that instead we'd open, come down here and see what happens when it opens at 6. Because I always drive by and think I should go to the jury room in the morning. But I figured, why not now? Why not then?
People are watching.
Really?
James, hello, James.
Good morning. So this may not be very, very exciting yet because, like I said, just woke up and came on down. So we'll see what happens.
They're not open yet either.
No. They're gonna be. They will be. I hope. We can always hope that the bar will open. You're gonna have to wait with us. Like I said, it may not get very exciting until the thing happens. So, I guess we're gonna go in and get a table and see.
Oh, we're gonna get a table?
Well, I don't know. I don't know what they have. Go up to the bar.
Do they have tables? We don't know. We just don't know.
Don't know. We'll see. Yeah. Now, this is one of the fine local establishments that I've just never been to. So I know Annetta's been here. I don't know if she's watching, but Annetta was a jury room regular back looking for the giant gopher, apparently. Back when that was the thing to do. It's not home of the giant gopher anymore. That's kind of sad. Giant gopher must have vacated. Giant gopher vacated, but I'm sure that we can look for him anyway. But, didn't you guys come here?
Yeah, I've been here before.
You came here to look for the giant gopher.
I did not find him, sadly.
But
I still enjoyed myself.
I wonder which tree the giant gopher was under. Because the giant gopher was a fellow who. So basically, what happened was they found that there was booze disappearing, and so they asked the night watchman, what's going on, and he determined that there was a giant gopher that lived under one of these trees, and the giant gopher would come in at night and just drink up all the booze, not all of it, but a significant enough portion apparently that it was noticed. And so apparently he set a lot of traps and things, and they never were able to catch the giant gopher. But so for a long time it used to say home of giant gopher, but it didn't actually say home of giant gopher because the words were so it said Hami giant gopher. And so this is Hami giant gopher. And they used to have a giant gopher statue out front for a while.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, but
I'm standing over here.
But it's gone now. I'm not sure why. They took away the giant gopher. But we're gonna search for it anyway. Might have been under that tree right there.
Might have been.
Yeah.
All right. Should we pause?
Can we? I don't think
come back later?
If we pause, then what's going to happen? Are we going to lose viewers?
I don't know.
We have how many people? Who's
we have
watching?
James.
I don't want to disappoint people.
Could ask him. Maybe he'll comment. You tell us.
James, should we keep streaming now or should we pause and come back when more exciting things happen? James, that's you. I'm talking to you, James.
If there's more exciting things that happen.
For our viewer at home.
Yes.
Alex Vogel.
Oh, Alex is on?
Yes.
Holy moly, Alex, brother. He's from
Haley. Hi, Haley.
Alex is watching from, I believe, Virginia. So we're here in
Haley's probably watching from the airport where she works.
Oh.
It's crazy hours. Haley's gone.
So for those of you just
Like,
joining
nope.
us, you can go back and watch the whole thing and listen to me ramble on and on. But I'll tell you, we're here at the jury room, home of the Giant Gopher, here in Santa Cruz. 6 o'clock in the morning. We decided to see how the day goes, and Alex Alex is one of the few people who will know. Learning how the day goes was a reference to Chris Somerville one morning when he was out and at 6 in the morning at the grocery store, actually, and they opened up the liquor bins, and he was very excited to see how the day goes. So last night we were talking about that and said, let's go see how the day goes at the only bar around us that opens at 6. So that's what we're doing.
Or not.
Oh, maybe they're not going to open. I don't know.
No, I think they'd have some disappointed people out here.
Yeah.
Including me.
There are 6 people that I can see.
6 people waiting patiently to get in to see how the day goes.
Yeah.
I think these people may already know. They seem to know something we don't. Which was probably why every time I would drive by, I should just go in there.
Yeah.
Drop the kids off at school, stop in the jury room.
That's probably what it's here for.
Yeah, didn't drop any kids off at school this morning. Just rolled out of bed and came here. So we're gonna see what happens. I don't know. Is there how many? Who's viewing at home?
It says there's 6 people.
6 people. Are you? What? So what would you drink first thing in the morning at this fine establishment? If you knew what they had. Let's just say any bar that you happen to be at currently. If it were 6, where you are, which it's not. I don't know.
That's questions to you people.
Questions to you people. What should we get? We were trying to think. We're Bloody Marys, mimosas, Irish coffee, that sort of thing.
I was going to keep it pretty basic with a beer and a shot.
You get a shot?
Yeah.
That's usually, I think that's probably a good wake up beverage. I would think. Thinking the same thing. It's like in San Francisco, I used to go by a bar all the time. It was $1 shot in a beer, and it was like a 7-ounce Pabst and some whatever well brand the whiskey was. But still for $1.
Yeah.
Same thing. Good way to start the morning.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's a Messenger. Sometimes we'd go to, I can't remember the name of the place. It was in the bottom of the Hearst building. There was a bar there on 3rd Street. And we'd stop in there sometimes on the way to work. Which was actually about this time. Heading in to take people all their messages and whatnot.
Can anybody hear me? You viewers?
This whole time I'm just...
Yeah, I just want to make sure.
Can people hear us?
I don't know.
Is anyone responding?
No one has responded in several minutes.
Well,
You can actually see
has
the
anybody
live
dropped
viewers.
off?
They
Are they
might
just
be-
like showing up and going, what the hell is happening?
Plus
Just
4,
dropping off.
Hey, live viewers, can you hear us? Someone comment. I
Can
can't
you
see the
hear me?
comments.
Can you hear me speaking
Well, if
to
there
you?
were comments, we could see them. There are no comments.
Oh, Amy's watching. Look at that.
Amy. Hi, Amy.
There's 2 different Amy's.
Hey, Amy.
Plus 2 more.
Well, it's getting to be substantially after 6. So
Do you have your phone?
Yeah,
So you can go on and see if you can hear us.
that's true. I could point
Oh, I'm
my
sorry.
camera.
That's
I
right,
can
you
point my camera
Point
at-
your camera at that camera.
and then nothing will happen.
The whole thing be feedback.
Yeah.
A weird feedback loop. Third people keep dropping off. This is plus 2, plus 3.
That's usually what happens.
Yeah, because they're not here to see me. They're here to see him. So point it at him.
Why would you want to see this? No one wants to see this. Apparently,
Well,
apparently
now
4
we
people.
have one more viewer than
4
we did
people
before.
plus 3 people want to see this. Is it open? Did people go in?
No, the guy
No.
went and sat in that other guy's truck.
Oh, okay.
There's a substantial amount of people out here waiting for the big door open.
Yeah.
The door
I was-
opening ceremony.
Last night I was joking about that. I was like, well, we'll go down and queue up. We might want to camp out there because, make sure we get a good seat. And apparently, this is the place to be at 6 a.m. in Santa Cruz. If it's not, the tracks or the Eternal Flame or something.
I'm
So-
not hearing any.
Weird.
Is there sound?
I don't know.
Let's see.
But no one's commented we
Can
can't
you hear
you.
sound now? Yeah, no one's said anything.
Oh, there we go.
Can you-
I can hear it now.
Oh, okay.
Let's say there was a delay, but so that whole time was all this just silent, and you were watching me talk and couldn't hear anything. Viewers at home.
James, could you hear talking when you first came on?
Because we theoretically can hear it now.
That's the giant gopher hat.
This. Oh yeah.
How come I can't
Well, then
see
she must have heard the
people's
story.
Can't see comments.
Yeah.
Apparently I can't see comments.
No, this is a genuine eucalypt. Genuine eucalypt fur hat. Not giant gopher hat. Or no, it's not a giant. It's not a. It's a hat a giant gopher might wear, maybe. More people arriving by the moment. It's very exciting. This is probably the bartender. Well, people are lining up. People are ready. They want to go in.
Yeah.
If it, in fact, is, I'm guessing.
Already been on 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, somebody's opening the door. Look. See? Oh, the door is open. The guy opened the door.
I'd say we probably can go in.
It says open. It says open. What do you think, table or bar?
Well, what do you want? Up to you.
Back of the bus? Let's do table.
Yeah. In the light.
There once was a journal. There was.
So this is what happens.
Keep open. Yeah. I'm assuming there's probably no cocktail waitress who's going to be coming around. So you want some kind of wine?
Yeah, like just a. Yeah.
Okay. We'll be right back.
Okay. So here they go. I'm going to place an order. The jury room is now. What time is it? 10 after 6, maybe? And apparently this is how the day starts in the world. Interesting. Okay, all AV viewers. Oh. Oh, there. Now I can see everyone's comments. This is good. Okay. Yep, we're getting the morning drink. We're just gonna see how it goes. This is what happens in the morning at the jury room in Santa Cruz. Good, James. Send your self-addressed stamped envelopes and get yourself a booth Katir button. I don't see any tikis, Amy. Amy Clark doesn't see any tikis. Well, there's one right here. There's one.
We're still here. There's one. What are they looking for?
She said she doesn't see any tikis, so I was showing her that there's one right here.
Who's looking for tiki?
Amy Clark.
Amy Clark. She saw me outside, I believe.
Well, it's just seeing you again. she's saying they might not make a decent Mai Tai.
Well, I'm not worried about that. I think we're probably going to go with a shot and a beer or something.
Yep.
Good breakfast drink.
That is too bad, Haley. Okay, I'm sitting back down in the booth over here. the regulars over there get served first. Those are 3 guys that came rushing in the second door opened. Usually I'm not the person that talks on these things, so it's kind of weird. There else was Dirkle, who I don't know what that says. It's tied up with a string and a chain. Why, thank you, James.
Fire off a few rounds so they know where everybody is.
There's a bar light that's not lit over there. Maybe we should play pool. Seems like a good enough time to play pool. Hi, everyone. It's just me. Surprisingly, there's 6 people watching this video right now. Interesting. Some people must have nothing better to do. Like me, apparently I had nothing better to do. So I came here at 6 a.m. Hello, James. Oh. Thanks, Amy. There's my hat. Vince, yes, this is the jury room. I will show you.
Fishing?
Yep. So here we are. Waiting. The guy is tending to Turk and Tiki over there. Which means soon we'll have a beverage, and they will have a beverage. And suddenly things will get happier. I think maybe that's the plan. Hey, look. Danny Drunken Pickles. Just wanted to say that. Alright, look. Here we have some various boozes. Two beers, 2 shots, and a glass of wine. All right.
I went with a red beer and a Jameson myself, because I figured it seems like the thing.
I did Makers and Guinness.
That's funny because we have Irish whiskey, Irish beer, American whiskey, American beer. So we're doing a cross-cultural. We're going cross-cultural this morning because in Ireland it's already like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So
It's already like 12.
12. So there you go. How far ahead is it? I don't remember.
It's probably 12:30.
Oh, okay. I just remember it was there once
I
was a
tried to figure
Dirkle.
this out.
There once was a Dirkle who make
ounce,
an ounce.
or ounce. It's a Dirkle who
Drink maybe. Drink it maybe Dirkle. No.
something rhyme.
It was
Who made a
pickle.
rhyme?
Is that pickle?
There once was a pickle.
Maybe. Interestingly, Danny Drunken Pickles says that on the wall right there.
There's gotta be some kind of wall of fame there.
Danny Drunken Pickles, that's the wall of fame I want to be on.
I want to be in the wall of fame with Danny Drunken Pickles.
Okay, goodbye, James.
With James leaving.
Have a good day. Drive safely to work.
Cheers.
Tastes good? Kind of. It tastes like we're at a bar at 6 in the morning.
Breakfast of champions. I'll have somebody anyway.
Well, let's see how this is. It's going to be wine.
What was that? It came out of a little bottle. Single serve.
All right.
This is I know there's. I've known a few different bands who've played here. Strangely enough, I'm guessing probably right about here.
Right on that pool table.
Yeah, Tom Collins played here. Tom Collins band.
Really?
Yeah, they're terrible. I'm sure Tom's not watching because he's probably drunk somewhere, falling over.
Maybe that's why they were terrible.
Maybe. They played at our luau once though.
Did they? I don't
Yeah,
remember
Tom
that.
Collins band played, and well, they only played like 2 songs.
And he fell over.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Did you just play because you knew the name of an alcoholic drink?
I think that was where. I don't remember what his actual name was.
No.
Tom something.
Pseudonym?
Yeah. But he was like if you Johnny Knoxville would gave him a slur. That was Tom Collins. So James have to go to work, I guess.
That's what he said.
You don't go to work. What are you talking about? But hey, I'm glad he joined in first thing in the morning.
Yeah, there's been a few
People coming and going.
various live viewers.
So what do you guys do?
Haley. Can you hear me?
Haley, are you running security at the airport? Instead of looking at driver's licenses, you're watching us drink booze first thing in the morning. So
Since Haley's pregnant, she can't actually drink booze. She just gets to watch other people do it.
So we have to drink
Yeah.
vicariously for
we're
her.
supposed to talk about that on the internet?
What?
That she's in a family way?
Well, people know people know that she is.
Surprise, everybody!
Hopefully Shannon's not watching. By the way.
Pretty
So-
sure no one that watches your show, other than me,
Is anyone?
knows that she's pregnant.
Oh.
So now they do.
Well, now they do, though. So you guys are now in on the whole thing.
Yeah.
So,
All right.
so for those of you who I don't know who's been watching since the beginning, so I was talking to Alex. Alex Vogel is a senator from Virginia. So we have some high-ranking officials watching the. What is this? This is not even. This isn't cocktails. This is special bonus featurette thingy.
This is like after hours.
This is the show.
After hours, the next day.
Show ended at 8:30.
Or before hours. It kind of all just swings around.
Yeah,
again.
we kind of kept going for a bit after the show last night, and that's why it says that. So there's the show, and then there's the after show, which we don't film because it's probably too good to put on the internet. But during that, we came up with this idea of coming here, and it seemed like a really good idea. At 8:30, after drinking Long Island iced teas, getting up and coming here at 6 in the morning seemed like a really good idea. But
Hey,
I'll tell
CJ.
you, what's CJ? CJ, you gonna go count lizards? Whilst we drink red beer and Jameson. Guess what?
Have fun out there in 100-degree heat.
Jameson, I think is better than Lizard County.
Sometimes it is lizard counting.
Here's the lizard counting. This madness. What is this madness? He wants to know.
CJ, you know what this madness is. This madness is us and me and them and you and all.
We're seeing how the day goes.
We are seeing how the day goes. Because last night after the show, we decided to see how the day goes, and this is the first place that opens here in Santa Cruz. So here we are, because that's what this madness is. And you could have been here, but no, you had to put on your boots and walk through the desert on your walkabout, hoping to find the secret, and not other things that people left behind in the desert, which I probably shouldn't talk about.
Oh, I think you could talk about it. This isn't the show.
This isn't the show. Nobody's. Yeah. So CJ was tromping around out in the
You
desert.
should tell him like what he does.
Oh. So CJ. Well, should I? Is that privileged information? CJ, do you want people to know what you do in your spare time?
Could be routine.
Can you see? You can't see any comments, huh?
I can see his comments. He's not.
Well, it's true
commenting.
because he said, "What is this madness?"
He said, "Sure."
Okay. So CJ's job is he tromps around out in the desert in a fire suit, counting lizards, which sounds like, a
A euphemism.
Yeah, it sounds like something that probably doesn't actually happen, but you do that to tell the IRS where you got your money. But in this case, he actually does. He goes out and he does biological surveys, and he looks for lizards and horny toads and turtles and whatever else I guess you find out in the desert. Which that brings us to our thing, is that sometimes you find things out in the middle of the desert that make you say, because once he said that they were out tromping around, like miles from anywhere out in the oil fields doing their biological survey out there. And there was apparently a huge dildo just laying out there in the desert. And it begged the question. I've actually begged a couple of questions. One of them was, how did it get there? See, my question is, and why was it left behind? Unless maybe someone was bludgeoned with it. It could have been a crime, an implement of crime.
A crime of passion.
A crime of passion. Yeah. I don't know, maybe Smiffy was out there. Maybe they took Smiffy out there to ask him for an explanation.
I don't know.
You know about? Did you hear about what happened to Smitty?
No.
Oh.
What happened?
Well, there was some issues, and they invited Smithy around to explain. And apparently, who was it? Harry didn't like Smithy's explanation.
Yeah.
So he grabbed the nearest thing available, which happened to be a 24-inch black rubber cock, and proceeded to beat Smithy to death with it.
Oh.
Yeah. And that was seen as a good way to go.
Poor Smithy.
Yeah. So I'm wondering if they were, it's like one of those things of, I know you intended to pay us back, and I know maybe you fell behind, but here's the deal. We got to make an example, and they're on the desert, and they brought, but that's things I'm like, it wasn't the nearest thing available. They would have had to bring it with them. Yeah, standing out there. Which I think I'd be probably more frightened by that than like a big wooden, like a baseball bat. I mean, if you're out in the middle of the desert and some guys, with a baseball bat, you're pretty much like, they're going to beat me to death. But
That's like the best you could hope for.
But if it's a huge dildo, that kind of, you become like, they're eventually going to beat me to death.
Yes.
But, see, this is the... This isn't even... Is this still the after show? See, this would have to be...
I think it is. It's like continued.
This is the pre-game extravaganza.
The after warm-up. Cool down.
This is what happens when you join us for the madness. CJ, you can tell your dad I went with a red beer, and because that was one of the first drinks I ever had at CJ's Adobe in his small Adobe hut. CJ lives actually in the desert, making farming implements, and entertaining the locals with his colorful style and funny hats. But no, the first time I drank a drink at CJ's house. I came walking in and Ed said, "You want a beer?" I said, "Sure." He said, "You want it red?" And I thought, well, I'm in the Adobe hut of CJ, so I'm going to drink it as it is served. And so then this morning I thought, what would I'm going to have to get a button. What would Ed drink? So I went with the red beer.
No. See, it has to be what would Lincoln drink?
What would Lincoln drink? That's right. We're living La Vida Lincoln, baby.
That's right. With the stovepipe lifestyle.
Stale.
We're lifestyle.
We're living our stovepipe.
Lifestyle.
Living our stovepipe life stale. At this point. So you don't notice the urine smell after a while. Not so much.
I'm sorry.
You know, you just don't notice the urine smell. Anyway. So are people dropping off like flies and others joining who are unsuspecting?
There's 6 viewers right now.
Unsuspecting viewers saying, "What is this madness?" Just as CJ did.
Mm-hmm.
This is the pre-after game, pre-after show. We're just here seeing how the day goes.
This is the Prius of Cocktales with Tiki.
That's right, it's the Prius show, which is completely fueled by electricity and booze.
It's nearly lizard time. Bye, CJ.
Bye, CJ. Go count lizards. Have fun.
Bacon in the sun.
Have fun out in the desert.
Go have some bacon for me.
And if you find any giant dildos, don't bring them home because you don't know where they've been.
Well, they've been in the desert.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's not going to come back with knowledge, with like secret knowledge. I spent a week out in the desert baking in the sun, but now I've been enlightened as to my true purpose, other than being a dildo. I don't know. The things you did.
So here's the question.
Yes.
Oh,
So was this the first stop on a Santa Cruz early AM pub crawl?
It could be.
yeah, we don't know yet.
Yeah. We're gonna have to see how the day
Obviously, it
goes.
is the first stop.
Well, this is
This is the place that opens first,
This is we're seeing how the day goes
to my knowledge.
because this
There's
is
already look at all these people here.
There's a few people. There's denizens. I can see where this could become a thing. Where you come here, do your thing.
Yeah.
Get braced for the day. I don't need to get braced. Well, actually, I don't know what's coming up.
Well, imagine for some of these people, it's like they're winding down from their night of work.
That could be. It could be night shifts.
Yeah.
People who come in. But there could be. I used to work. I worked with a fellow doing landscaping, and crawling under houses. We weren't paid for that part. We just did it because,
Hey, look, you can get under this house.
That's the thing. Yeah, sometimes, we'd be walking by and I'm all, "Hey, crawl space." And we're like, "Party time." And we'd go underneath there with a case of hams. And it was we'd get paid for it. It was the beauty of the whole thing. And we called it landscaping because drinking beer under your house doesn't seem like as important of a service. If you're looking through the paper going, "I need my shrubs pruned," would you hire a landscaper or a guy who crawls under your house to drink a case of hams? I mean, well, I know who I'd hire because it was me. But I've digressed. I usually don't digress this early in the morning. But where was I going with that? Oh, so worked with this guy doing landscaping, and the first stop on our landscaping tour was always Rudy's, and we'd pick up a case of hams and put it in the cooler that sat in between the two chairs in the van, and which is kind of like the Wicked Tinker's van, except there's just ass mashed donuts and not booze.
Red vines
and ass mashed donuts. Yeah. I'd rather do a case of hams. I bet if we had a case of hams, we'd probably get on the road earlier.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. They frown on that though now. I wouldn't. But
And by they, he's not talking about the other wicked tinkers.
No, they're like, yes, Ken.
That sounds good.
I know. They're all like, can we become landscapers too? Like, yes, just crawl through that hole. Crawl through the hole, man. A whole world of landscaping awaits. Well, that was
See, I didn't know about the red beer. I was not aware of that.
Oh.
I was watching you do that with interest. I was like, what is he doing to that beer?
Well, it's kind of like a Bloody Mary, but it's I think it's the working man's Bloody Mary. Yeah, that's when you don't want to be all frou-frou on it. That's when you're going to go out and pound nails and maybe get paid for it, or just do it under someone's house. I don't know.
Well, the only reason you'd put like a hamburger or a fried chicken or a piece of pizza on that.
If you put a hamburger,
it's like if you didn't like it, you just like, I'm done with this. You just stuffed it in there.
So what I was drinking. So red beer. Maybe you guys don't know. Maybe you don't know about red beer. So red beer is you take a cheap beer. This morning I used Pabst. But you take a cheap beer and you put in some Bloody Mary mix or some tomato juice or whatever. It makes it red, and it's its own thing. It's kind of like a Bloody Mary, only cheaper and more beer left. But it does add something. It adds.
It's kind of like a Frankenstein drink to me.
It is. It's kind of good. Kind of.
It's kind of good.
I might do another one. I might do another one because it seems to be helping with the process. I'm not sure what the process is at this point. Nobody knows. What about you guys? Viewers at home or wherever you are on the road. Viewers in the desert. Viewers in the airport. Viewers in Congress in Virginia. I think he already dropped off. Alex was probably like, what the fuck is this? It just said Tiki King's live, and he was like, oh, maybe this is important. Nope.
Who knows, maybe he's showing it in Congress going, here's our problem.
Do you see the challenges we face when there are people going into bars at 6 in the morning to ramble on and on? I don't know, maybe I should be one of those people who does filibusters.
You're a professional filibuster.
Professional filibuster. Or hire myself out to filibuster. I could filibuster my own show, probably. We can do another one? Or
not a shot, but I'll do another beer. All right, we're off.
We go do it again. Get some more stuff.
Okay, here they go. Time to refilm. So now it's just me again. Boring little old me. Hi everyone. I'm just sitting here while they're going to get some more booze. Again. So good morning, everyone. I get to drink this wine. Me, my head's good. All is well. Okay. I'm gonna switch the camera back around. Spy on them over there.
everyone.
Years. I haven't read again because it somehow seems like a healthy breakfast. So do people, new people? Do you have new people, old people?
Are they shiny and new?
Are you do shiny new people?
Nope, Sam. I don't know.
Same, just you same
Dirk
old
Van
people.
Stratton.
Dirk Van Stratton. Holy moly. Hey Dirk, good morning. We're just, watch the beginning, watch the show. Wait till it's over and then watch it again. I can't always tell the back.
Then there's this guy. I didn't finish. There's a guy over here watching a different thing on TV.
People watching different videotapes? What's happening?
I was just, when you were gone, I was just,
She was setting the scene.
I was just talking
The
about how
scene
there
is
was,
set.
surprisingly, there's 4 other people in here, 4 other customers.
Oh, yeah.
That's about what I was expecting.
This is interesting, this whole thing. They got the handle up here. Makes you wonder what that's for. There's a lot of things. This is kind of, there's like skeletal things just hanging out. There's like a spider eating a unicorn up there.
Like a rat.
Which sounds like, but there's like dead dogs everywhere. Holy crap. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Did you already show it?
No, I will.
There's dead dogs everywhere.
This dog. It's kind of dark.
How does the spider skeleton work though?
Yeah, well, I don't know, but it's eating a unicorn, so
So it's not all bad.
no. Now, if I didn't have a tiki bar, this is probably the kind of bar I would have. Just weirdness.
Dead dog bar.
Yeah, why not? Just some weirdness, you know. Being Tiki King, people assume that it would all be just all about the tropical drinks. So they said I probably couldn't get a Mai Tai, but you know, sometimes it's not about that. Sometimes it's about just the weirdness. And this is I have to say, some weirdness, and I'm digging it.
Amy Clark, there is a sticker on that light above.
Yes, Lagunitas Brewing. I got my glasses so chilled, the foam in my red beer turned to ice. So it's like I have like it's like a snow cone on top of my red beer.
Ooh, beer snow cones.
Yeah, beer flavored snow cone. It could happen. It's early. It could.
I've got an ice shaver at home. We could try it out. Don't ask me
we
why I
could
have
do-
an ice shaver.
We can make iceberg. Iceberg.
You're such a nice bird. Let's have an ice bird treat.
Too bad Aaron's not watching. He'd love that. He'd dig it the most, baby. I'm telling you. Oh, there's more things happening.
Someone else just came in.
What time is it? It's like, is it 7 yet? We stayed our hour.
I don't know.
I'm not saying we have to leave. I don't know what happens at these things because I'm usually a sleeper. Or,
Amy Clark says this bar looks something out of Scooby-Doo.
just look for the meddling kids.
Maybe that's because.
And it would have been
the dog skeletons,
dog skeletons everywhere.
or just
That's-
because there's weird,
It's like Scooby-Doo.
No.
weird stuff like this.
I'm digging it, especially since Halloween was. It's like you'd think, well, they just left up the Halloween decorations. But I don't think they did.
Well, I mean, flicker bulbs on a stone wall is like, it's already like just a bit dark.
Like what? But it's good. When I was a kid and didn't understand such things, I always said I wanted to have like a little bar, I always wanted to have a bar that the theme was medieval, right? Where it would be like a weird dungeon, like Forgotten Prisoner. kind of stuff and have that, you know, like full size forgotten prisoner stuff. But then I said, what I thought would be cool was like you serve turkey legs as a snack, right? And then you just throw the bones on the floor and then let the rats eat them because you'd have rats running around.
Oh yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, and then someone pointed out, you know, people don't really want rats around when they're eating. And I said, why not? I mean, they could gnaw on the bones, and then there'd be rat-gnawed bones laying about the place. And, you know, I was like 13, so it seemed reasonable. It seemed completely reasonable for rats to be gnawing on bones as you enjoyed your turkey leg. But that reminded me of the stone wall with the flicker bulbs. Because
all they need is like rats and turkey legs.
I know, because I actually I made a sconce of it was like bat wings and a skull and a torch with the flicker bulb, because I'm like, when I open my bar someday, you know. And then I got a rat, but I could never teach it to eat turkey legs because my mom wouldn't make turkey legs.
It's not the rats themselves that would bother me, it's the rat poop.
Yeah, I think that was the thing. It wasn't so much the rats, but the rat poop. Because rats, they poop and they go nutty. They're like party animals that you don't want at your party. Because when rats do it, you know, people go, oh man, that rat pooped. But when I do it, it's like, it's a whole different thing. When I run across the table, just let them loose. Yeah, not as amusing. Well, probably more amusing, but less hygienic, I suppose.
I think it's just a matter of, you know, it's a quantity, not quality.
Quantity, not quality. That's true. That's true. What's a rat got that I don't got? Tiny pellets. That's about.
Turkey leg.
Turkey leg. That's right. Turkey. We're here with turkey leg. Talking about the turkey leg and the rats. Rats, not rat-gnawed bones and turkey leg.
I don't know how it happened, but when we were having the pizza the other night, it was like, how about a nice turkey leg like just wrapped up in a pizza? Just wrap a whole pizza around a turkey leg.
Well, I see that except for the bone.
Yeah, I know. See, that's the hard part.
The bone and
the bone and the turkey leg would be the hard part.
But without the bones, they couldn't walk. Just like flopping about the place.
It'd be like the boneless chicken ranch.
Yeah. Boneless turkey ranch. I had one eye going crazy there. So those of you if you guys don't know, I have a crazy eye. It sometimes wanders off on its own, and I have to like corral it back in. See, there it goes. See?
Are you giving us a crazy Ivan?
I am. I'm giving you the crazy Ivan. Here it comes back. Whoa. Yeah. Off to one side. Oh, back. Off. Back. Off. Yeah. Crazy. Anyway, so there's still people watching. It's amazing.
What's wrong with that?
5 people.
5 people. They have. Your mornings are apparently going either tremendously better than ours.
6 people.
6. Look at that. Just by talking, you're getting an extra viewer.
That's all it
Good
takes.
morning, good morning. We drank the whole night through. Good morning to you. Good morning. So you sing, you mouth it. I'll sing it. Sing the rest of it. Good morning. We danced the whole night through. Good morning to you. Did it work? It's pretty amazing how that works, huh?
Well, not really.
You could be the pretty
It
one,
was
and I could
okay.
be the voice.
Yeah, see, without...
It would have worked better if you hadn't set it up. It just would have happened naturally.
Okay. Well, don't.
Yeah, that never works with me.
We only have to wait for a few minutes and we'll get a whole new batch of
Okay.
viewers because
Right.
everybody else is going to be like, what is this crap? Good God, man. We already lost our senator from Virginia.
Everything right is wrong again.
Everything, yeah. What does that mean? Sounds so familiar.
Just like in the long, long trailer.
Everything right is wrong again. The long, long trailer. Yeah. Desi Arnaz and Lucille Ball. I use a furry windshield wiper. What's going on anyway? There's some sort of game happening. It's football.
I'm going to say it has something to do with the World Cup.
Oh, World Cup?
Yep.
See, I brought my fancy rig.
It's a big cup. That World Cup.
I should set up my fancy rig just in case. I'm not doing anything
No,
weird.
well, like-
I just set up my fancy rig.
Why did you like put a curve on it? That's like, this seems like
It seemed more
unnecessary.
finished. It seemed more finished because then when this gets up to the top, right?
It's like,
Where you clamp it in. No, check it out. Look at it. Take a look. It's a deco.
I'm gonna make my completely utilitarian thing
Yeah.
Art Deco.
I did, and I sanded the edges. Check it out. It's sweet. I can tilt. Uh-huh. And pan. It seemed important at the time. You know. I mean, it's a thing of beauty. It's useless, but it's a thing of beauty.
It's not useless.
Well, no, it's useful.
It's useless.
It's entirely useful in the right circumstance.
That's right.
But this is not the right circumstance. And remember, kids, when circumstance comes wrong, when turkey leg comes wrong, go with it. That's all I can say. I can say a lot of things, but you know, put that over there because it's monopolizing my brain powers, my current limited brain powers. So people don't see that. So we made this rig because when we were doing cocktails, the cocktail show I'd like take my phone and rubber band it to a ukulele holder and then prop that up against like other things, and it became this whole system of,
It was kind of a Rube Goldberg.
yeah, it was like this weird Rube Goldberg of just things propped up against other things. And there was absolutely, it's like your head's cut off. Okay, well now we can only see your stomach. Okay, now we can only see the top of your fez. It was like there was no fine adjustments. So I thought with this, look at this, that way and that one, things and sideways. And I could like clamp it to the pickle sign here, and we could go. Jesus.
Oh,
see that's
you
why
just made everyone.
that's why we
ill.
need a steady cam
We do.
situation. It could be hovering above us on a drone. Maybe it is.
Warren Casey.
Warren's on. Hi, good
Hey,
morning,
Warren.
Warren.
Hey, Warren.
How's it going?
We've been here since
Cheers.
6. What are you doing? He's probably going out sailing. Warren is I probably shouldn't say those things. Warren is a friend of ours, and he's like, Tiki King's live. Is something good happening? And now he's disappointed.
Hi,
answer to
Warren.
that- the
It's
answer to
me.
that is always no.
Pretty much. We decided to see how the day goes, and here in Santa Cruz, the day starts at 6 a.m. in this here bar. And with people like us doing this, so we decided we'd figure it out. We thought maybe they knew something we didn't. Maybe there's like men in the restroom licking sleeves and all that. We don't know. We had to find out. Because sometimes you don't know until you know, and then it's too late. So what are you doing, Warren? What are you up to? Are you going out on a shoot? You gonna go sail your boat? Warren is see, I shouldn't say those things again. Warren's a friend of ours. I should default to that every time. Warren
depends
goes
on
out.
what you were
Warren
gonna say.
races sailboats sometimes in his drunken stupor, and he never invites me. That's the thing. Every time I go to LA, and he's always having a barbecue, and I'm like, "Hey, Warren, I heard you having a barbecue. Can I come over?" And he's always like, "I'm not having a barbecue. What are you talking about?" And I'm like, "I already told people you were. You should get some steaks or something." He never does.
I told
one
that
time
guy,
he did.
I told that guy down at the liquor store you were having a barbecue.
I know. He did one time, though, and he barbecued pasta puttanesca, I think. Some kind of... something. No, he actually barbecued... What was it? Oh, he grilled up some kind of... What did you make? You grilled up some kind of things.
There was a green onions. Those were
It was
really
green
good.
onion. Yeah, the grilled... Oh, that's what it was. Scallions.
Scallions, yeah.
Warren can grill scallions like nobody's business. I'm telling you. The guy does it. You know what you should do, Warren? Why don't you have a barbecue and we'll come to it? I always tell you that. I'm giving you some advance warning.
You've got 8 hours.
Yeah.
So get ready.
Because he's always complaining about that because I'm like, hey, Warren, you should have a barbecue and I'll come to it. And he's like, it's like, 3 o'clock in the morning. And I'm like, yeah, but I mean, I could still be there, is what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is why don't we plan this out? Buy a bunch of meat and cook it, but tell me beforehand. And then you can bring the booze. It'd be awesome. Are you falling asleep over there?
Oy.
Anyway, we love Warren, but in a completely biblical sense.
Yeah, Warren left.
See,
He was like, I don't need
he's
this
like, I'm
abuse.
out of here. Yep. So Warren has decided to leave the fold, and now we're left with the true believers.
Haley's still
Haley's still, I know. What else she got to do? She's pretending to check IDs, like I
She's
said.
at work.
What
Are you at work, Haley?
What are you doing, Haley? Why are you working? I'm not. I was going to ask the bartender what happened to the giant gopher. I forgot.
The actual or the
Well, there was
the imaginary one?
No, there was no imaginary giant gopher. There was the actual giant gopher, and then there was the statue of the giant gopher.
Okay, all right.
But I noticed that none of that stuff seems to be around now. No giant gopher. There's no giant
No
gopher.
giant gopher for you.
That's right. No giant gopher. Watch him go, go, go. No giant gopher. Watch him go, go, go. Here comes something, something. Go, giant gopher. Go, 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 go. Him say no giant gopher here at the bar today. That show was terrible. Aaron liked it though. He watched it every day. He would get up at 6 o'clock in the morning, have a shot and a beer, and then watch go Gophers. But sadly, he was only 8.
I was always disappointed they didn't wear the boots. The go-go boots.
The go Gopher boots. Go Gophers. Watch them go. You can't see them. My legs are dancing under the table. You can hear them, but you can't see them. It's like me crawling under your house with a case of hams. You can hear me, but you can't see me. Think about that next time you say, "What was that sound?" Maybe it was me with a case of hams under your house, and you should maybe crawl through that crawl space and see what happens. See where it goes, because you might find me down there with a case of hams and a live streaming camera.
Grinning maniacally.
That's right, grinning maniacally, because it's your house, man. It's your party. I'll follow the rules to some extent, the guidelines.
Well, there wasn't actually a party, but, you know, he was just pretending that there was a party.
Hey,
There could be a party here, and now there is one.
there could be, and there is, and there was, and it remains to be continuing. So,
Nothing more is coming out of that glass.
no. Well, maybe we should choose that as a stopping point.
Well, I have.
Okay.
There's nothing else.
I still have some in mind. I'm going to keep drinking it.
Well, we'll say.
Should we keep going until we
the red
finish?
beer is it's an
You're
enticingly.
intrigued.
I'm intrigued, but I'm not a big
Not
fan of
intrigued
tomato
enough to do it.
juice.
Yeah.
So
The red
it's funny.
beer
I
is-
love tomatoes, not tomato juice.
Huh.
No, it's weird.
That's how I feel about sea pigs.
I like sea pigs. I don't
Not
like sea
sea
pig
pig
juice.
No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. 3 bags full. All right. Well, I think we're probably going to sign off at this point. We've been boring you guys for 40 minutes or something.
Maybe an hour.
Has it been an hour?
Something like that.
Yeah. So we're seeing how the day goes, and wherever you are, whatever time it is, whatever day it is, I suggest that you go out and find out how your day goes, because it may go here, it may go there, it may go anywhere. Yeah, it may go on a car, it may go with a goat. You don't know. It may go on a boat, in a train, in a plane, in a house with a mouse. There's a lot of places your day can go if you start it.
What is this?
In a dive bar drinking red beer and Jameson.
What is this? Green eggs and a case of hams.
Green eggs and a case of hams. Yes. So look for us. We're under your house.